Alrighty, hello everybody. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. This is honestly my first stream, so I thought I would give it a shot here and see what we can make happen. We're going to be driving, for this test stream, we're going to be driving the Kenworth W900, or actually it's the W990, one of the mods on the Steam Workshop. So let's go ahead and get rolling here. Just going to find a really short load to start us off and see how things go. Hopefully the audio is okay. If anybody does pop into the chat, hopefully we'll be able to figure out the audio levels, make sure everybody can hear me okay, make sure everybody can check out the viewer count and the graphics are looking okay. So let's see if we can find a load here. We're going to hop into the Freight Mart. I believe I am in yes, I am in Salt Lake City right now, so let's see if we can find a short load and figure out what's happening here. Let's see, do we really want a big oversize? I'm not sure I want to do that because that's going all the way to Santa Cruz, California. Let's see if we can find something a little bit shorter than that. Let's go down the list here. Alright. San Francisco. And all these are like, oh, here we go. Let's find one that's in Utah still. So looks like the stream's pretty good quality, at least. I'm not getting any drop frames on my side. So let's go ahead and set a destination here and go pick up this load. The music does seem kind of loud, but we're going to go with it for right now because I think that the actual in-game sounds will be kind of quiet. So.
Ready to roll.
All right. Let's get that GPS off of there. Let's get our dash set to distance to empty, and let's get rolling. First of all, guys, here is our truck. Again, we're driving the Kenworth W990, chromed out, black and purple, pretty nice looking color. And we do have the extra beacon mod on here, which is going to allow our truck to be purple all over. We've got some lights and everything for it. It's looking pretty nice. I do drive with a controller, so we'll be driving automatic gearbox today. But it should be tons of fun. I use a Razor Wolverine Tournament Edition as my controller of choice. It's very responsive, mechanical switches. Hopefully at some point I'll be able to get to a wheel and shifter setup for this game, which that'll be a little ways down the road. Like I said, we're just getting started. We'll try this streaming thing out. I've been wanting to stream for quite a long time, but I've never really had a system that could support doing that. So
keep right and then turn right.
Wow, that vocal
turn right.
Vocal readout on that GPS feels really loud to me. So we might end up turning that off in just a minute. But let's go pick up our load here and see what we got. I try to play with as clean of a UI as possible here so that we're not clogging up everything. And I believe this is our customer, so we'll wait for this gate to open here. Alright, let's roll on in here. I might turn down some of the interior sounds as well. I'm not sure how that sounded exactly on the stream, but we'll roll with it like this for a minute. I'm really sad that the 1.37 update did break the Cummins M11 engine sounds. This thing used to sound pretty aggressive, to say the least. So we'll see what it looks like now, though. Alright. So we're going to pick up this doubles load here from Salt Lake City to Cedar City.
Drive safe.
Looks like it's actually got some explosives in it. That'll be kind of fun. But before we back up this load, I'm going to adjust these audio settings because I do not like that voice on here, voice enabled navigation. Yeah, let's kill that. We're also going to turn down some of the interior sounds a little bit too, because I feel like turn signals and stuff are just like nails driving into your ears. So we'll turn that down a little bit. Hopefully my audio is okay though, like my voice. But being able to adjust things on the fly hopefully will help us out. We're gonna go for just a little bit here. I'm not really planning on streaming for too long today, just to try to get a stream under the belt. And, hopefully we'll get some of our friends to hop in here and at least say hey. I didn't really advertise a whole lot that I was going to be doing this, but we've got a Discord here where we share this up. Let's pop on our parking brake real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and attach this trailer. Alright, so let's hop on into it here. Turn that parking brake and trailer brake off, and let's get rolling. This will be a 4.5 hour load down to Cedar City. So let's drive it out and see what we got. Yeah, I am already missing my engine mod sounds because they were pretty epic, to say the least. We had it was almost deafening, but it was a fun kind of deafening. But I guess we'll see what we got from here. I believe I still have my beacons on as well. I do. So now that we're leaving the customer, let's go ahead and turn those off. And we will make our right-hand turn as soon as we have it clear. Got about 1.5 million people trying to turn here. UPS and their bajillion trucks. Alright. They're gonna stop and wait on us now. We're trying not to have any crashes here, but it's a stream, so what fun is it without crashes? So here we go. Yeah, I plan on playing semi-casual games. I've got this it's American Truck Simulator that I quite enjoy playing. I've put about 300 Steam hours into this game, and I quite enjoy it. And I actually just picked up Euro Truck Simulator, which is pretty fun as well. Euro Truck is a lot more concentration required for that one because of I made the fun mistake of starting in the UK on my profile, and they drive on the opposite side of the road over there, so quite a bit to try to get used to. And I do play on FiveM, Grand Theft Auto 5, so I may stream some of that a little bit at some point. I do also have a few other games. Well, I like to play Skyrim, some mods on there, and have a lot of fun with it. You know, that's the main point of this streaming thing, is I want to have fun. I want to hopefully put out some good content, you know, that can be enjoyable to some folks. But mainly just for some entertainment. If I can brighten somebody's day with some stream action, we'll hopefully be able to do that. So that's mainly the goal. We're just trying to build something out of nothing here. We don't really have we've never really had the opportunity to stream before, and kind of had a channel in mind and envisioned for quite some time now. So we're just kind of trying to make something happen with it. But yeah, good stuff. So a little bit more about the truck today. Again, we are driving the Kenworth W990 with the Cummins M11 engine mod. I believe I have the 500 horsepower engine in this right now. But the sounds are obviously a little bit changed because the 1.37 update kind of messed with those a little bit, but it still sounds pretty good. I can't really complain about it too much. I'm just happy that my mods are not all broken. That was a big concern when I was trying to set this up today. But we are doing pretty good here so far, so we'll hopefully continue that. We are rocking a Eaton 18-speed transmission in this, which is pretty standard, I think, for a truck this size. So it's pretty fun. Like I said, I drive automatic with the controller, but I want to get something happening there in a minute. Hey, what's going on, Onyx? Thanks for dropping in the chat. Nice to see you, buddy. Just doing a little bit of test, see how things are rocking here on my end. How's it sound for you? Everything seem to be working okay? Alright, we are going to make this right here. Hop on to the expressway. Make sure we're not going to kill anybody in the process. Let's see what's going to happen right here. Oh man, speed limit is 70 miles an hour out here. That's going to be fun. Help if I can maintain my lane. I about clip that box truck there behind me. Sounds good, looks good. Hey, thanks a lot, Onyx. I'm glad it's looking okay. I was a little concerned. I spent countless hours trying to be super OCD about everything and getting the overlays to work and all that stuff, but thankfully I think I was able to churn out something pretty decent in the time that I've been able to work on it. Work has been pretty crazy lately, so it's been kind of nerve-wracking to try to keep things in order. For those of you out there in the world that do tech support for a living, with all this coronavirus stuff going around, yeah, there's so many people that are relying on their tech, staying connected to the world and everything. So that's part of my job, keeping everybody connected. Certainly peaceful though to get in here and play some Truck Simulator, play some other games, enjoy the company of folks dropping into the chat, and making something happen. Just some entertainment for the masses. But we are cruising 70 miles an hour, I believe, down. What is this interstate that we're on? We're on Interstate 15, getting ready to head past Salina, and then on down to Cedar City. So we are going to get things rolling here. I actually got to get out and discover a little bit more of these areas, because I noticed that I don't have a lot of the new Utah DLC maps discovered yet. Let's get some merge action here, so we're not killing anybody. I do think that now that I turn those interior sounds down, that the turn signal clicking is not driving a rusty screwdriver into my ear, so that definitely helps out. It's definitely interesting too, playing with one monitor. I've actually got my laptop pulled up with the chat, so hopefully I'll be able to keep track of everybody that comes in. But definitely, if you're new around here and you like what you see, feel free to drop a like. If you feel like sticking around, I would definitely appreciate it. Like I said, I'm new to this thing, so we're just trying to get a community started here. Hopefully we can do a little bit more streaming. Just have some fun with it, you know. I mean, that's what a lot of my encouragers in this process of have been trying to ingrain in me, is to just have fun with it. So that's kind of what my goal is. We're gonna see what happens with it. It's not one of those Not one of those guys that's super OCD about things, except for when I'm passionate about it. So I really wanted to put out some good content for you guys and make something that's fun and enjoyable, and someplace where people can come and decompress and not really worry about anything. I did notice that my bot for the chat is not working though. I have to look into that at some point after we get done. I tried to initiate a couple of the commands myself, but a little bit more research is required for that, I think. So we are rolling here though. Let's see if I can get back to this right, and hopefully not run right up the rear end of this bus. But the speed limit out here is 80 miles an hour, and of course I'm gaining on him like nobody's business, so we're gonna get back over. Try not to kill anybody. Come on, Greyhound. You guys gotta get it together. You guys are rocking 400 horsepower engines and other things anyway, so let's roll. Alright. So let's get some outside the truck action going here. We are rocking some fun things here. How is everybody doing? Hey, what's going on, Ace Trucker? Thanks for dropping in the chat, buddy. Nice to see you. And Joe Boyd, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Joe Boyd, thank you for dropping the subscribe there. That is much appreciated. Hopefully we can keep putting out some good content for you guys. Like I said, this is sort of the inaugural stream. We've not really done this thing before, so we're kind of seeing how things work, just testing the waters, and hopefully we can put out some fun stuff. Right now, guys, we are driving the Kenworth W990 with the Cummins M11 engine mod, which conveniently enough, the 1.37 update did break the lope sounds for this, which is kind of a little disappointing, but we're here, man. So, oh, is Excalibur streaming too? I actually, I thought I saw him pop up, but I wasn't sure if he was still live or not. Just thought I'd get in here and try to do some tests. But I appreciate you letting me know. I may pop over here to send you guys over to his stream after we're done with our little test here. I'm planning on trying to go for maybe about an hour, just to get a good little bit under our belt here and see how things are going. But how's the audio sound for you guys? Everything sound okay? I spent countless hours trying to tweak it and make sure everything sounded good for everybody. You know, there's one of those OCD stress moments where you're like, oh my gosh, you're about to go live and you never know what's going to happen. Everything could be broken. That was the biggest concern with the update to ATS, is that you were concerned that all my mods were going to be broken, because I do play with quite a few mods. But yeah, definitely thanks for dropping in the chat, guys. Nice having you here hanging out with me on this beautiful evening in American Truck Simulator. Well, it's actually, time of day is currently morning in American Truck Simulator, evening where I live. But we are going to keep on moving. We're actually rolling down Interstate 15 down to Cedar City to drop off this doubles load, and we are about to arrive into the city limits right now. So let's take a look here, see if we can get back into this right lane and not kill anyone. That would be fun. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. Thanks for stopping by. If you are new around here and you like the content so far, definitely feel free to drop a like on the video. Likes are free and they're much appreciated. Just kind of help me grow something here. Hoping to make a little bit more of this channel and push out some content. But we're just getting started here. This is actually my very first stream, so I appreciated all the support so far, guys, and we'll hopefully make something happen. Oh, come on, man! Don't be driving slow in the right lane here. Speed limit out here 75 miles an hour. I mean, I guess it doesn't help that I'm probably doing like 86, but we'll see. See what the engine brake sounds like. Let's get that engine brake action going here. We're gonna slow it right down here because I believe this exit coming up is gonna be ours. Driving some BHP Billiton. I believe these are actually explosives inside of here. I'm thinking it's dynamite that we're hauling, which is fun stuff. Yep, just look inside the cab here. We got a few of the dash set mods. Got a little kitty over there and Coke cans, Fanta cans, and stuff down there in the cup holders. Definitely aren't part of the normal game, but it's fun to have around. This whole truck is actually a mod itself, because as much as I like the W900 and the other Kenworth trucks that are already built into the game, I like to branch out a little bit. I've played this game quite a bit, so I don't like having the same old trucks all the time. And thankfully the Steam Workshop mod community and those other modders out there are really kind to have something going. Alright, we are rolling right on through here. I believe our customer is going to be right up around the corner here. So let's get it rolling right up on in here. We're cruising, yeah, speed limit 45 miles an hour through here. I do have the road citations and violations turned off right now, just so that we can not get all of our money chewed up by driving silly. Especially not since we're technically texting, driving, watching the chat, and everything. But I definitely need to get out here and explore a little bit more of this map, because I know there's I only just got Utah maybe a few weeks ago, and it's still fairly new to us. I always make it a point to drive around and discover all the cities so I can make sure to see all the jobs available. But oh geez, my double slope is not on this train track, is it? Okay, good. Trying not to die. That would be fun. But you hear the train and stuff coming. You don't see where they're coming from. Oh, it's actually that other track over there. Okay. So let's see if we can... oh, we're going to avoid that track altogether, so we're good. But when you're hauling a load this long and you hear train bells, you're definitely got a better look around, because I can't tell you the number of times I've been playing single player and wasn't paying attention, and I've had my trailer smashed into. It's almost like GTA. Nothing stops the train in American Truck Simulator, so if you're on the track, you're toasted. Especially over there. I think I've been hit by a train in Seattle before, because there's like a intersection where it's like the intersection like 10 feet and then the tracks, and then of course you get stuck at the red light there, and there is not anything you can do really except for get blasted. But hopefully everything is sounding good, guys. I appreciate you stopping by. Onyx, I am actually using a controller right now. I have the Razor Wolverine Tournament Edition controller that I use for this. Just kind of starting out small. That's sort of my go-to controller. I enjoy using it. It's got mechanical switches, and it works pretty well for PC. But yeah, it's it's pretty smooth. I like that you can actually program the dead zones, and the joysticks are all adjustable and everything, so it works out pretty well. Alright guys, we are rolling up to the gate through here for our customer. Let's go ahead and get some outside the cab action. And get that engine brake off and turn on our beacons. Make sure nobody misses us. Let's go ahead and get our GPS up here so we know exactly where we're going. Yeah, I always thought it would be fun to use a wheel for this game, but I've just not had a chance to make that investment yet. Only just rebuilt my PC to so I could start streaming. Maybe at some point, it'd be a lot of fun to have that, and kind of get the full trucker experience out of these simulator games. I've heard that the wheel though is pretty sketchy for 5M and GTA type games, so it'll be fun. Hey, what do you know? Achievement. This one is mine. I did not know I was going to be earning an achievement for this, but hey, the more the merrier. But yeah, I'll have to look into because I had set up the CloudBot and Streamlabs OBS for everything, but I could not get the commands to work when I was trying them out before people started joining. But so hopefully we can figure out what's going on there. Because I thought I had everything configured right, but in my OCD triple checking everything, I probably overlooked something. All right, so let's go ahead and check into with our customer. Oop. Of course, that little grate there puts us to a dead stop. And since we're hauling doubles loads, there's no backing involved in these things, but we got to get around this corner, which I'm not going to do very well. Yep. Remember what I said about no backing involved? I lied. This is like a rock quarry here, it looks like. I don't think I've ever actually delivered to this customer before, which is pretty fun. Alright, so let's pull it right on up here. Ah, chalk it up. Dagnabbit. Well, there's that. You guys didn't see that, by the way. Things just kind of happen. So let's go ahead and drop it right here. Alright, get that parking brake on. And deliver this load. Alright, and that was a 237-mile trek. Took 4 in-game hours to get that completed. So let's roll on and see what we can find here. Yeah, it was a hazmat class. I thought so, but let's go ahead and see what we got here. Again, guys, we're driving the Kenworth W990 with a lot of the custom beacons and the Cummins M11 engine mod. We've got a 18-speed Eaton Fuller engine in this bad boy. So those are always pretty fun. I am saddened by the fact that the newest mod kind of broke the lobe sounds for this, but it is what it is. Hopefully the developer of the mod will get those things sorted out here, and we can kind of get those things going rolled back up again, because this truck sounded bad, vicious and angry. I don't know if you guys had heard the lobe sound from before the game updated, but it was pretty vicious sounding. And I actually think, yeah, with this new load, we're actually already at our customer, so let's just roll up here and check back in and see what happens. We're going to take a doubles load of limestone back up to Salt Lake City. So that'll take us right back up to 15. And then maybe we can try to do some different loads after that. Like I said, I'm planning on trying to roll for maybe about an hour just to kind of check things out, give some folks a chance to stop in and say hi if they'd like to, and go from there. But I definitely appreciate those who are in the chat right now. Thanks a lot for dropping by. It means a lot to have you guys' support. And if you definitely liking what you see, feel free to drop a like on the video. And if you want to see more from me, definitely hit that subscribe button. Hopefully I'll be streaming a lot more often now that I've got things to where they're working pretty well, at least visually and auditorily. That's not a word, but you guys get what I'm saying. So let's hit this trailer here, and we are going to get moving. Help if I started the process here. Make sure we try not to hit anything. Try not to kill Cosmo on the dash over there. He's sleeping pretty good right now. But I crashed too much more, and he's not gonna be pleased with me. Oops. What we hit? There we go. Let's turn that GPS off, and we can use the one on the dash since we're inside the cab now. Head back out of the quarry and back out to the 15. This will be about the same length trek because we're going back up to Salt Lake City. Hopefully we can pick up some special cargo though and head someplace else. I just didn't want to pick a super long load, you know, driving after dark and everything. I would be curious to see how that looks, but I know a lot of other ATS streamers don't really like to drive after dark because it does kind of degrade the experience for those watching. So. Be kind of interesting though, I think. I kind of cheat a little bit usually in certain games and kind of skew the brightness a little bit for the best experience for me and the viewers, and not necessarily what the game wants you to have. Because, you know, every game has that recommended brightness setting where they're like, oh well, the graphics look the best if you do it this way. Not always the case though, because I got news for you. If you're playing like a scary game or something like Resident Evil, or a game where you're trying to find something in the dark and you've got that brightness turned where they say it, it's pitch black. Let's be honest, it's pitch black and you can't see a darn thing. Alright, so let's head on out of here, guys, and we will get on moving. Still got our beacons on, but we'll go ahead and switch those back off since we are out of the realm of our customer there. Man, those are some train tracks. Holy crap. When your whole truck jumps about 2 feet in the air when you run over them, you know that that's something serious. Let's go ahead and get moving. Oh, Jesus. I about plowed right into that guy. That scared me for something serious. Try not to have any wrecks if we can avoid it, but sometimes when you're distracted, things just happen. It's fun stuff, though. Past Mr. Greyhound there. He was the guy who was holding me up on the highway earlier, I bet you. He's just now getting here and we're already done. Oh, check that out. Is that a plane? Hey, it is. Sweet. Supposedly they updated a lot of the ambient sounds for the game. So I did actually hear the propeller on the plane that time. I'm not sure if you guys could hear it or not, but it sounded pretty good. Evidently, when you're on gravel, there's like animated gravel sounds now, and a few other things that I saw some other streamers commenting about, which is kind of neat. I just want my engine sound back. but it is what it is. I don't know the first thing about making mods, so I definitely respect what those folks have to go through to keep up with updates and keep their content fresh for everybody, especially since not a lot of those people are able to they offer their mods for free, so it's kind of sad to see when people start raging on those people and they giving them a bunch of crap for not keeping up with, oh, the update released yesterday, but so why is your mod broken? It's like, I mean, he's probably just a dude, just trying to keep up with everything, and I try not to harp on it. I just from my perspective, I just give them a day or two to get things fixed and see how things go from there. I'm just very pleased that the 1.37 update for ATS did not break all of my mods, because I kid you not, I've probably got like 25 mods loaded right now, from the Real Companies mod to a bunch of modded trucks and different things like that. So I got those beacon mods and everything, so I'm glad that they were able to kind of get things updated. Hopefully they'll continue to improve upon all that stuff here going forward. Fun stuff though. Let's go ahead and get moving here. There's a guy driving for Shell, hauling that gasoline. Probably gasoline. But it's kind of fun to see with the Real Companies mod, you actually get real life companies. Like there's actually a FedEx truck that I forget what it's called. Oh Jesus! And of course we just plow right into him. But he's dead, so we'll just keep on going. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, didn't mean to jostle those packages around. Hopefully you weren't bringing anything to my house. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, it's fun to see the real life companies in here. I'm not sure if the way the game illustrates it, if they're actually where they are in real life, but you get it's fun to actually be driving around and see a Walmart instead of I think it's called like Genesis or something in the ATS branding. So that's pretty fun. But yeah, just some things that we're working on, guys. Like I said, this is my very first stream, so we're just trying to make sure everything at the fundamental level is working pretty good. Audio, video. I got a little bar down there at the bottom that talks about new subscribers and stuff, to which we'll thank Mr. Joe Boyd for dropping that subscribe again. But we're going to start getting a Discord put together. Hopefully we can get you guys to be a part of that. We can get some different games in here. And hopefully we'll be improving our setup as things go along. I know once I actually am able to get a functioning webcam again, I would like to do some video for you guys as well. I mean, nobody really wants to look at my ugly mug, but we'll throw it up there for everybody anyway. Hopefully we won't get too much hate. That'll drop 100 subscribers right there when we start using the webcam. But we'll go from there. See what can happen. So some other games we want to get in here. Obviously I was talking a little bit about Euro Truck earlier. Euro Truck will be a fun game to play, especially since being from the States, it's fun to drive on the opposite side of the road in that game. You take that close to the curb left-hand turn and you're like, oh my gosh, well, I just head on a collision and murdered somebody. Vehicular murder. But get some ETS in here. I do play quite a bit of Skyrim as well. Skyrim's a classic, but is still holding the test of time. So that's a fun game to play, especially with the extensive mod listing for that as well. There's so much more that you can do besides just the base game. Oh, you working on the new CAD there, Max? Yeah, I'm so excited to use that over there in FiveM. For anybody who doesn't know, I am actually a member of the Cups community over there on FiveM. Onyx being a wonderful leader behind that server. Just got a bunch of updates to our fire script, courtesy of Mr. Fisky. Showing some love to him, and just anxious to try those things out. I didn't get a chance to get on when some of the other members were on the other night and test it out, but I am definitely eager to try that out after this. Hopefully at some point we'll get some FiveM streaming going here. I don't know what that was. I just had a weird audio hiccup in my ear. I don't know if my mic is still working for you guys, but it made a very dissettling pop sound. So if anybody is, if you guys are still hearing me, just drop in the chat. Make sure things are still working. I'm using a Bluetooth headset, so there could be some weirdness with some interference going there, but hopefully not. Gosh, I don't know if I can maintain my lane. A little bit OCD about my driving, but we'll see. Mr. Shell up in front of me. I can definitely understand why he's going also. Oh, you can still hear me? Okay, thanks guys. Yeah, it just made a very very uncomfortable sounding pop in my ears, and it I wasn't getting my because I have a little bit of vocal feedback set, so I can kind of hear myself a little bit to where I can make sure that I'm not too loud. But it all of a sudden just cut out, and I was like, oh man, here we go. Oh yeah, is it the because I think because you wear glasses too, Onyx, and is it the whole ear cups pressing on your ears and causing your glasses to dig into your side of your head? Because that's what really bothers me with headsets most of the time, unless I get like a real light duty one. I can't have something squeezing my brain. It's already starved enough for oxygen, so we don't need anything squeezing the heck out of it. I'm currently using a Plantronics headset. I have the Plantronics Voyager UC. It's actually like a sort of like a business headset, I guess you could say, and it's pretty comfortable for prolonged wear. So I don't know if you I don't know what brands you're kind of familiar with and what do you get into. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But as far as Bluetooth earbuds, I'm kind of partial to Razer products myself. A lot of folks are into AirPods and like Jabra and stuff like that, but I feel like you get a lot more bang for your buck with some of these. I won't necessarily call them less popular, but less widely used products. Like I use the Razer Hammerhead True Wireless. They're their new line of completely wireless Bluetooth buds, and they seem to work pretty well. They work pretty well with my phone. The only thing that kind of stinks about those, in my opinion, is that they don't support multiple pairing records. So for anybody who knows anything about Bluetooth, a device that supports multiple pairing records is able to be simultaneously paired to other devices at the same time, and it just toggles to whichever device is active at that moment. That's sort of what I like about the Plantronics headset that I'm using now, is that I can still have it paired to my PC for when I'm playing games, but if I want to switch it over to my phone and do like a phone call or something, all I have to do is just click one button and it just alternates over the other pairing record. But yeah, I digress. The True Wireless Hammerhead from Razer. Those are pretty good for that. For the audio quality is just phenomenal with those things. But they don't support multiple pairing records, so I'd have to unpair it from my phone in order to use it with my PC. And you know, while that's not a completely arduous process, it's just kind of an extra step that you want to try to avoid using. Sometimes if you need the headphones in a pinch, you don't want to sit there and have to unpair, put them back into pairing mode, pair with the new device, start using them, then unpair. You know the process. It's a whole big thing, but fun stuff. But yeah, man, I know the feeling with the using some cheap headphones. I can't tell you the number of cheap headphones I've used. I used to have a set years ago that were just, if you could call what they produced sound, I mean, that would be generous. But you know, stepping stones, man. Yes, Onyx. So unless you have a PC that already has Bluetooth support, you would have to get a dongle in order to connect them to your PC. But if your PC already supports Bluetooth, they would connect just fine. It's just they don't actually come with a dongle, so that's probably why you're not seeing it in the picture. Because they're supposed to be totally wireless without any type of physical connection. But yeah, if you oh sweet Jesus, we're coming up on our customer, and we're about to hit our exit here at 90 miles an hour. But yeah, they don't come with a dongle, so you could probably pick up a good Bluetooth adapter for about, gosh, what did I pay for my Bluetooth adapter? I think it was like, if I don't shift into neutral here. Am I still in neutral? Get in drive. I think I picked up my Bluetooth dongle for about $20-25 on Amazon. I mean, it stood the test of time so far. Come on, stinking red lights. But yeah, that is one thing that I miss about my controller currently, is that it is a wired controller. But I guess I can't really gripe too much because it's the cable on it is like 25 foot or something, and you know, if you're sitting right here at your PC anyway, it doesn't really bother me a whole lot. But yeah, wireless would definitely be nice for a controller. The concern that I have about wireless controllers sometimes is that is mainly just the one thing, and that is batteries. You know, you forget to charge it one time, and you're and you're right in the middle of something, and it cuts out. That's kind of a scramble that I personally like to avoid. But for sure. And how long have we been on here? About 53 minutes. Nice. Well, I appreciate you guys sticking with me on this inaugural stream here. Just figured I'd start out with something casual like ATS, and hopefully we can grow it to a lot more for you guys and build out a community. I'll have to definitely figure out what's going on with the chat commands too, because it doesn't even look like Streamlabs even integrated into the Go Live at all. So I'll have to go back and make sure that that's on, and hopefully it'll be on next time for you guys. I've created some sort of a point system. A lot of streamers do that, and I know I've got plenty of rocket bucks from good old Onyx's channel. Hopefully we can get you guys some fun games to play over here too. But you know, it's all a work in progress, and we'll make some things happen here. But we'll probably drop this load off, and we'll go ahead and call it quits for today. I definitely appreciate you guys stopping by. Is anybody else streaming right now? If so, I'd definitely like to send you guys over there for my first ever raid. So if anybody is streaming right now, we'll definitely want to check them out. Thought Ace Trucker said that Excalibur was still streaming, but I'm not sure if he is right now. But we will definitely check that out in just a moment once we hit our customer here. I think they're just they're just BHP Billiton right around the corner. So yeah, if anybody's streaming, we'll send you guys over there, and I hopefully appreciate the support you guys have given me so far, and we'll hopefully be dropping you guys some more content here in the very near future. I'll be streaming from the server. Okay, sweet. Yeah, get you guys over there to check out some Trooper action from good old Excalibur Gaming. Oh, for the life of me, I cannot remember what his Trooper's name is. Rico, that's what it is. Trooper Rico over there on the Cuffs FineBim server. I'll send you guys over there to check his stream out here in just a moment. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you enjoyed the content, definitely feel free to drop that like, smash that like button for me, and because it definitely helps out the channel. Likes are free, and we can start growing something here. It's been fun getting this thing going. For the longest time, I did not have a PC that was going to be able to support any type of streaming, but now that I've got things updated and a lot more secure, a lot more power behind what we're trying to do here, we can get some things going. So we're going to go ahead and kick it right in here to BHP Billiton and drop off this load. Let's get some outside the truck, hit those beacons on. Got to make sure that security can see us, all these bulldozers driving around. As if you could miss this massive yet beautiful truck in the W900, W990 rather. Alright, let's see where they want this mess. Right there in the front. You guys could have made it a little bit harder for me. And there we have it. Shifted in neutral. Hit that parking brake on and deliver this trailer. Alrighty guys, so that is going to be it. Let me see if I can grab Excalibur's link for us, and we'll head over there and do a nice raid of his channel. Hopefully we can give him a couple more viewers. So if you guys are hanging around, definitely go check out Excalibur Gaming over there on the Cuff server. And I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me for the past hour, for those who are here. And thanks again to Mr. Joe Boyd for dropping that subscribe. We will hopefully be back with you guys in a day or two when I get some more troubleshooting done on the stream. Figure out how to get those fun text commands working in the chat for you guys, and definitely check me out. I'm going to consider streaming on Twitch and YouTube, at least for the time being. I may branch out into Facebook in the coming weeks. So I appreciate you guys for stopping in, hanging out with us, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.